Hello, I am currently live and in the living color. Oh, damn, I forgot to turn off the preview, making sure to do a live check, mic check before. But okay, there we go. I don't have to throw myself off anymore. Hello, and we are currently live and in living color. I am here to interview Cynthia, the devil. He is um He is the head of Simple with ugh, damn, I can't fucking speak right now. He is the head of Simple Wish Records and is also the event organizer for um Sinsanity, which is a yearly event that is pro LGBTQ and very alternative part of the Atlanta scene. And it is a very good place for creatives to come and find their way. But yeah, that's it. First stream that I've done in a while. This is interview number three, lucky number three. The last two interviews went great, but they had their own little hiccups technically on their end. But I'm only learning as I'm going. This is something I'm very new to, and hopefully, you guys could be there for the ride. Other than that, yeah, what's been up? What's been up? What's everyone been up to? How's everyone feeling? How are we? How are we going right now? I gotta keep tabs on certain things right now, so I'm gonna check my DMs. So, all right, let me move this to monitor number numero uno right there, so I can just see if anyone's saying anything to me. In the meanwhile, Sin should be here shortly, but I'm just wondering, yeah, how's everyone doing? Hope we're all having a good time. And I hope everybody is happy, living their best lives, and just enjoying themselves. Oh, fuck, I can't see the chat. I'm gonna have to pull it up on my phone because I can't see chat on my computer for some reason. Let's see, but it looks like I got one chat. Who chatted? Who chatted? Who chatted? Who's the chatter? Who's the Chad? Oh, it's not saying what? It's saying somebody joined chat, but I don't know. Uh, do I have a filter on? No. No, not the top messages. All messages. Oh, nobody said anything. Okay. Uh, yeah, because nobody's even in the fucking live. I'm so dumb. All right. Yeah. What's been going on lately with AI and shit? I have opinions on it, and I'm going to talk about it in a video soon, an edited video, because that's just my prerogative. It's what I feel like I need to do because it's getting out of hand, and I don't see enough people talking about it. I need to talk about it. And well, okay, I probably shouldn't say that. It sounds so fucking self-righteous. No, not that I've not seen people talk about it, but it's just the fact that, I want to talk about it too and give my 2 cents on how I feel about the whole thing as well. It's definitely a weird topic. It's a weird thing to think about, and it's concerning, when it comes to, people and their well-being and stuff, you know, but yeah, it is what it is. Okay, let me just DM him and check up on him a little real quick, see if he's doing all right. Ugh. Wow, the latency. Wait, you didn't say I was gonna have a latency on my computer. Assholes. Hmm. I should have put the low. I should have put low latency. What the fuck was I thinking? Putting high latency. Wonderful. Okay, delivered. Anyways, I recently got this thing on my feed basically talking about AI and the effects it has on people and their well-being, and specifically celebrities starting to set boundaries with AI and just the stuff you can do, specifically AI generation, AI image generation, or AI video generation. And this was something that recently LeBron James did, where he went through a whole thing with his lawyers to basically crack down on the pregnant LeBron shit that was pulling up on Instagram. Precisely. And what he did was that he was getting all these accounts banned and making sure that people don't come and do anything there, in the sense that, okay, they're making some demeaning AI images of him. And personally, I have no problem with what he's doing. I think it's a good thing. People need to start setting boundaries with what people can do with AI, with their likeness, because celebrities already have it bad in the sense that, okay, you could type in LeBron James, you can type in Eminem, you can type in, I don't know, John Cena or The Rock or some famous person, and they could like pull up an AI image if they have a really nice module of them, and it could do something. They could probably pull up an AI of, I don't know, Eminem laying a fucking egg or something degrading in that sense. And it's just weird and gross. And it's like, who wants to see that? Oh, he's looking for a mic. Okay. Who wants to see Eminem laying an egg? And I don't think Eminem wants to see Eminem laying an egg. I don't want to see me laying an egg or anything like that. And it's like, I swear, if somebody does like some AI shit of me, like I'm instantly just gonna like do pull a LeBron and just try to make sure and see what I can do to get that stuff scrubbed and to make sure whoever does that faces some kind of repercussions. And it doesn't even have to do with me getting money. I don't care about money in that regard. I just don't want people to feel like they can just do whatever they want with AI, in the sense that it's encouraging people into getting into this very unethical behavior. That's just my thoughts on the whole thing. Because, I mean, and I think they are doing a good job in the sense that, okay, a guy who recently um, got caught with loads of AI cheese pizza, for YouTube's sake, uh, got arrested. But don't know if I should do a victory lap over that entirely yet, because on one end, I don't really know for a fact how reliable that whole thing really is, if I'm being honest, because at the end of the day, it's like, okay, he got arrested, but how long did he get arrested for? Like, how long was the sentence? Did he get a light sentence because it was AI, or did he get a real, like, serious sentence that you would get for regular cheese pizza? That's like the real question I have there. I might look that up now, but I think Sim is coming soon now, and and seems to be arriving quite soon. Like he's getting a mic cable, so I just gotta wait for him a bit longer. We'll see. Let me see what my battery life is looking like. Let me see what the batteries on my computer is looking like right now, because I have a little dilemma with how my computer is. Oh fuck, 21 and 21, and it's gonna die in 21 minutes. Dang. Okay, let me put it to charge and just pray for the best. I just hope nothing bad happens, and that maybe I can. eh, eh, eh. Okay, 24. It's charging. Is it charging? It's charging. Okay. Please don't start doing weird shit while you're charging, because my computer just does not like to function well when I put it to charge. I need to get a new one because this one sucks. Oh no, now it's not charging. Okay. Man, I'm so cooked for this interview. Please don't end in this. Please, please let me get my content. Let me get my content. I beg it of you. I beg it of you. But yeah, I mean, this AI stuff's stupid. It's getting out of hand, and I feel like people really do need to chill with it as much as they can. Wait, oh, shit, he's coming. He entered the waiting room. He's arrived. Uh,
Can you hear
hey,
me?
Sin. Yeah, I'm hearing you perfectly loud and clear. How are you doing today, man?
Awesome.
All right, I went like a little AI raid, an anti-AI report started the stream, but
Hmm.
yeah, I'm just keeping the viewers some company. Well, the one viewer company and entertaining them. But yeah, how are you feeling? How was work? How was how's music? How's everything right now?
Well, work is to work. I mean, it pays the bills, you know. Do we lose connection? Can you see me? I think we lost connection there for a minute. Can you hear me? I can't hear you anymore. Okay. Right. I think we lost connection there for a minute because I can't hear you all of a sudden. Can you still hear me though? I did not hear you at all. Check. Yeah, because I can't hear your mic at all. But the second I started talking, it like completely cut out. Couldn't tell if it was something on my end or not. Still nothing. It's not me. That's so weird. How does it just cut off so quickly? So I can't hear a damn thing you're saying. Try to get out of the meeting and come back in.
Right, let's see.
Now I can hear you. I
Oh,
can hear
for
you now.
real? Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. All right. So yeah, you started to
Now we're
yeah,
in business.
hey, yeah. Yeah, I know. But yeah, so you mentioned when before you cut off, you basically mentioned, okay, yeah, work is work, that kind of deal. And it's what pays the bills and so on and so forth. And I agree. I actually need to get a second job too, because I currently work at, a separate job from what I'm doing as well. And it does pay the bills, but to I'm looking to move, so I definitely need to it's is this being recorded? It's being live streamed actually. Yes. And yeah, I'm looking to move myself, so I'm looking into getting a second job as well, temporarily at least, or at least find a job that's cool with overtime at the moment, and that's it. So yeah, I feel you on that, man. But I want
Recommend
to
gas
know.
stations, but like I try to keep my job confidential for obvious reasons. But like
Same, same.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
I
the rest of the question though. It was work and something else.
yeah, work, and I was basically gonna just ask about the formation of Cynthia, so your band. So were you initially a band, and were you planning on potentially, like, in the future, starting a label and then starting the Sinsanity event? Was this something you are already had um manifested in your head, or did it kind of
So
like come along like as you went?
like the first time I started thinking about Cynthia, like in general, like the music side of things, was around 2014. I started doing like DJ stuff in 2013. I used to produce for like uh royalty free music. It was like a fucking ass job. I barely got paid for it, and I just had to use like shitty software for a while. But I did have like a passion and a grasp for music at the time. That was just like I basically was just trying to mold myself into the DJ communities at the time, and around 2015, I tried making a band back in the day called Prodigor.
Category.
Um,
Okay.
and it was supposed
Tell
to
me
be like
that.
this. Yeah, Prodigor was supposed to be like this like gothic, and it just didn't work out because the people who were like amateur and didn't want to learn anything. So around 2016, I started working on like acoustic demos, and this was basically like, at that time and a holder name for like lost your mic again. I figured I would have the audio issues since I was like taking so long.
Oh, so my
It's
computer
not
does
Cynthia
this thing
anymore.
where it
Cynthia failed
cannot.
technical difficulties.
Yeah. Yeah, so my computer does this thing where it cannot function properly if I put it to charge, and
Mm.
my charger doesn't charge the thing properly. It is a bitch to put to charge in the first place. And then when I do get to position it to go to charge, what happens is that it just decides that my computer can't function as well. So that's what's going on.
Mhm.
So my battery is hanging on a thread right now. unfortunately. But I think it should be we should still be fine. But yeah, your band, it didn't work out because there was clearly, a miscommunication of sorts, and people kind of wanted different things and probably weren't as serious as you would have wanted them to be, or maybe it was just a product of like, okay, people, at a different time wanting something else in a way. Because I've kind of dabbled in being in a group before, in the sense that it really was creatively stifling in a way where I just I just felt like it was different. It was different. It
Right.
wasn't bad. It was just different. And I think we just had different agreements on, the direction we were willing to take on the whole thing. But
It wasn't
it's not
necessarily like that for me. It was more so the fact of I had the passion and I basically was trying to find people who were equally musically inclined. And I guess they just didn't have any interest in what I was trying to make. So like anytime we would actually get together, they just wanted to do whatever the fuck they wanted. Like they wouldn't even like
um
learn any of the songs. They wouldn't even practice. Like we would literally have a practice session. We'd live stream the whole thing,
mhm.
and like our drummer would just like kind of do his own thing and just completely ignore what's being played. And then I would play something and it just wouldn't be reciprocated at all. And then the other
Chaos.
guy just kept saying that he wanted to play cello, but he also wanted to play bass, but like he sucked at both of them. So like it just didn't work out that way because like I said, it was just like it was
It was
kind of
very it
doomed
was
from the
very
start.
chaotic. It was very
Yeah,
chaotic,
it
it
was kind
sounds
of
like.
doomed from the start. So that was kind of like my calling at the time to be like, fuck it, maybe I'm just an independent musician. Because I
Okay.
just like growing up, I couldn't find anybody who like hung out with me or wanted to be around me in general because I was kind of like the outside kid anyway. I was kind of a
Yeah,
misfit.
yeah.
And it's just like when I was working on the band in particular, uh, I guess I was biting off a little more than I could chew at the time, but I mean, I was hungry for it. I was hungry for art. I was hungry for music,
Mhm.
and I felt as though everybody around me just didn't want me around and were stifling me, as you say. And so I just decided to go fuck it and just did it myself. But like I
Okay.
said before, Cynthia was actually a placeholder name because I didn't
Okay.
really know what to call it, and I guess it just kind of molded into itself.
Hey, you found your people, and it ended up working out, and you kind of like, you're the person who like runs your own show instead of having to, rely on other promoters in that sense. And even though Atlanta is a really good scene for that, is there any advice you'd give to any people who are new to it on what to
Oh,
navigate,
absolutely.
potential red flags to suss out when it comes to talking
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
promoters and just collaborations in general?
So, I got numerous opinions. Numerous
Oh,
opinions.
yes, do tell. Give
Um,
me content.
so when it comes to promoters, it really just depends on how you feel about the person. First, you should see like what shows they're actually like booking, see how often they're booking, see if they're like available for certain things. Frankly, I find it easier to just book myself or find a friend who just does it for fun. Because there's
Okay.
just plenty of them out here. Another big thing is that the local scene out here is very similar to the local scene everywhere else, which means it's riddled with controversies, it's riddled with allegations, it's riddled with he said, she said bullshit. My best advice that I can give to anybody in that regard is that if you're trying to make a name for yourself or you're just trying to get some shows or just like hang out, do shit, make cool shit really, um, don't listen to like shit you just hear on the internet. Like you should get to know the person first, especially if there's no proof to any allegations, because it's like
Yes.
there are people in this scene that have allegations that are way worse than other people who are doing just fine. So
Yeah.
it's really just you kind of have to take everything with a grain of salt, especially if you
Yeah,
want to get
for
more
sure,
opportunities
for
to play more
sure.
shows.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like there are some cases where I did have to like be under that position where I felt like, okay, like not all money is good money. So, you know, me working with this person could be damaging to my credibility, but sometimes I really need to read into a situation as deeply as
Sometimes
I
it's a risk to
can.
take.
Yeah, before, and just like trust my gut in that sense where it's like, okay, yeah, I have to know, okay, maybe this guy isn't bad and he didn't do this, and there's probably some over sensationalization going on with
Mhm.
the accusations that this person could have been facing. And it would be best to still work with them and give them the benefit of the doubt. And just like,
Yeah,
deduce the situation and really know whether it's something you should move forward with and something you shouldn't move forward with. And I've had situations where I've heard of issues with people I've worked with where I would still continue to move forward, and then issues where I had to pull the plug and distance myself from said parties. And it's interesting in that way. But I want to learn about your record label. How did that
sure.
form, and what made you want to do a record label on top of your band?
So where I was in the lore was the Cynthia name. Um, so like there's really like a lot of things that kind of led up to it, but long story short, I was releasing my stuff independently for a few years,
Hmm.
and after like 2017, when I started like actually taking it seriously, I wanted to like really push myself musically first before going in like a generic route or like a structural route. So that's when I made the experimental collection series. And um as you can tell, I didn't make anything like melodic till like 2020. And it's because like I wanted to spend that time focusing on my craft and focusing on where am I as a producer, where can I go as a producer, and how can I add things on as a layer throughout. So in 2020, I put out an album called The Silence, and it was made more as like an art project than an album, but people looked at it as an album and it did not do well critically. I did get a little butthurt over that, but we live and we
Yeah.
learn. I was
Yeah.
19, who gives a shit? But like that being said, I sold out all the CDs and that was like a cool feeling for sure. But it
Yeah,
just
that
wasn't good. It
should
wasn't
be.
up to my standards. I still don't think it's a very good record. I think there's a lot of songs that have a lot of ambition that just didn't really make the
Yeah.
cut the way that I wanted them to, or be executed the way I wanted them to. And my first album, Figures, was a lot like that too, because like I ended up having to remake it pretty much entirely last year over some controversies that happened that we can get into later.
Yeah,
But
sure.
the label in itself, I've been thinking about it since like 2021. And with this music project in particular, I have hundreds, if not thousands, of documents that I write. I write lyrics all the time. I write track lists all the time. I write record plans all the time. And so it was like because I have such a large smorgasbord of like documentation
Mhm.
that helps me continue on with my musical path, and then I can evolve
Okay.
along with it. Um I realize that's like, I really do have a passion for recording other bands and, putting other bands out. And so I was friends with a guy
You're
in
good at it
20,
and you kind of went with it. And I actually have
yeah.
a list of like four bands that I saw on there, and you could let me know if there's more, but
Well, they tie into the
they
formation of the
tie.
label.
Okay.
I'm almost done with that. So like in 2019, I met a guy named Shedskin, my friend Nightshade. He lives in Vermont,
Oh,
and
Shed Skin. Okay.
yeah, he
Yeah.
has some pretty great music. And we were talking a couple years ago, and he was telling me about how like he
Oh,
really has a
also
passion to make the music, but doesn't have a passion to like release it. Like he keeps like having issues releasing it.
true.
He never like meets due dates and other things like that. So I was basically like, well, I have this idea here. And my best friend Andrew, who's lost in the world of ghosts and is also my other
And
half of the
hold
11
that
Vamp
thought
Toys.
really quick.